Welcome to FoodTokTV. I am Mayumi. Happy Friday. Today I'm going to make Japanese kind of like a super traditional dishes called using a donburi called the Oyako Donburi. So I don't know if you heard about the Oyako Donburi. That's what I'm going to make today. So it's very simple dishes, but I think as a Japanese typical dishes, we use a lot of dashi, so it's kind of like authentic flavors. That's kind of like a hard one to make it for a lot of people. So that's what I'm going to make. So today, actually, I'm gonna start doing. Happy everybody. Welcome to FoodTokTV. Please join. And let's see, I'm waiting. Oh, okay, here you go. I like to invite Tyler here. Oh, where is she? Hold on. I guess I did I invite? Interrupting connection. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, great. Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. So I'm going to make the dish is called the Oyako Donburi. So the main things, we're going to use a number cabbage. We're going to use ginger. We're going to use onions. And then actually, I'm supposed to use chicken. And I just, when I came back, I totally forgot the chicken. So I'm going to replace the chicken to this swordfish today, which is awesome. Cool. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead to start. Actually, there's a lot of cutting things going on. So,
all right, y'all, thank you so much for joining us on Food Talk TV. This is a new day with Mayumi. She's doing some prep for a Japanese dish she's doing. Please tap the screen, share the live. I did look up the dish that you're doing, and I'll type it in. The Oyako Donburi?
Yes, Oyako Donburi.
Am I saying that right?
Yes, Oyako Donburi is a so Japanese sound. So I'm trying to find the English. English is actually, I'll explain a little later. But let me just start cutting this napa cabbage. And here you go. How much?
So, I looked this up real quick when you told me this is what you're making. And the Oyakodon translates to parent and child, and I guess that's the am I ruining it for you? I'm sorry.
Yes, that is correct.
I'm ruining it for you. It's okay, we're getting more people in, so you'll get to explain it later. I was just sharing my Googling things.
Yeah, so Oyako is actually, but today is not gonna be Oyako because Oyako is the parents, like kids and the parents together. And then because I don't know what I was thinking. But this can be a newer, you can be replacing for the chicken because some people who doesn't like the chicken, maybe just like the more replacement. So today I'm going to use as a fish to cook the things. But Oyako, and that cannot be Oyako, but I guess sort of Oyako. Oyako is like a parenting, like a chicken and the egg, right? Chicken, egg, is that like family, same family? And egg and fish, I guess it's not the same family, but
right.
Adapting family,
roe or caviar or something.
So this one we don't want to cut it too small. So let's do with it just like I would say. Actually, I'm gonna cut it from this side, kind of like cutting a 1/3 will be perfect. Because this one, when you start cooking, it's kind of like shrink. So just like kind of like this size is good. Not too small, but not too big. So,
yeah, and a lot of your cooking you consider chopstick size.
Yes, chopstick size. That's right. Okay. So I know, I was just thinking like, okay, I don't have a chicken, then it's not going to be Oyako, but then it's like, I know I do have a swordfish and they have another.
I love that you're using fish with it though. Use what you have, right?
Yeah, exactly. And actually it could be better because I've been using all the time chicken. So hold on, I think I need a bigger bowl.
Fun to switch it up a bit.
And that's why I was just thinking, oh no. But then it's always like if you're a vegetarian, you can use like a tofu. I don't know about the beans, but I think tofu can be good replacement. But also if you don't like the chicken, like fish can be a good one to use. But you have to kind of watch when you cook a swordfish. I'm kind of remind you too, like you don't want to cook it too long because when you're cooking too long for the swordfish, it's kind of getting like hard. So this one we want to have like nice and soft flavor taste. So we'll talk about that later. So Napa cabbage is actually done. So let's go to next one is the basic one is called actually.
And y'all, if you're not giving Food Talk TV a follow, you should absolutely be doing that. We go live every day. This is Mayumi's show at 1, and then we have another show at 4 p.m. Central.
Actually, they started doing that little bit of, we like to marinate with this fish. So let's do it. Have a container. So I have a swordfish here. So let's put some this swordfish. And actually, we're gonna use the sake here. There's two kind of sake. One is a clear, one is not clear. It doesn't matter. But just sake will be always go with any kind of fish you're gonna cook. If it's a Japanese dishes, I think instead of wine, that's probably better. So I have a beautiful saltfish here. So I'm gonna cut it later. So I just want to marinate it first. So this is like a big piece of nice saltfish. Put it here. And then another one. One more here. Okay. And then let me wash my hands quick. Okay, so then we're going to, it's always kind of nice, like, even the fresh fish, we like to kind of like a lot of people use a lemon or something, but this sake will get rid of whatever that, if you have a little fishy smell, whatever, it smells nice, kind of like wine kind of thing. So just pour a little bit. Yeah, like this.
Oh, that's going to be so good.
Yeah, so now it's kind of like, just like kind of like a wine. And we're going to use this one we're going to add into, actually we're going to adding a little bit of water here. So let me grab some water a little bit here.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. She is working on, it is Oyako Donburi, but that's a chicken and egg dish, but she doesn't have chicken, so she's using this fish instead.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of dashi. If you want to marinate a longer time, like people can marinate a couple hours or something, and then you can use those dried kombu, which is dried seaweed one. You can put on here. We're not gonna eat that one, but just have a flavor, nice Japanese flavors. That's gonna be. But if you don't have that, or if you don't have a time, we always has like powdered dashi. So it comes with this kind of powders or some kind of different format. So I'm gonna use this powder, not all of it, because this has a pretty good flavor. Smells like a kind of like a dried fish bonita flavor kind of thing. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit here, and then also in the sake here. So that's a second step. So we're gonna marinate some of the flavors already here. And then we're gonna add in a little bit to water as well. We're just gonna marinate for a little bit while we're cutting all the veggies. We're just gonna marinate this one. So we got a water. I put a little dashi here, and I put a sake here, and we're gonna put a little bit of sugar. I'm gonna use a monk fruit sugar today, but it doesn't matter which sugar you're gonna use. So just mixing whole thing. And then lastly, we're gonna add into the soy sauce in here. So let me see. I think I forgot to bring the soy sauce. Let me put some soy sauce here. What's my soy sauce? Soy sauce, or like if you have like.
Thank you for the repost.
You can use a soy sauce, or some people maybe just by, if you have a more like, this is kind of dashi for the liquid one. So since I do have a little leftover, I might using a little bit of liquid dashi, a little more flavors. And then adding the soy sauce here. Okay, that's good. And then since we just kind of like mixing whole things together here, and then since we just use that, just put it. Let's go.
Just a quick little marinade for the fish.
For this, so we're just gonna wait like this. Just kind of leave it this. We're gonna use actually all the the things, the flavor we use, we're gonna use when we're cooking. So we're just gonna leave it here. Actually, sorry.
Hey, Fran.
I was just gonna leave it there. We're not leaving there. We're just gonna, I think I decided I'm just gonna start cutting here. So that way it has more flavor into the each fish. So let's actually cutting now. So let me move the stuff so we can, instead of cutting a veggies, we can start cutting this fish. I don't think I ever did much fish dishes here on the show, so this is gonna be a cool. A lot of people.
I know. I've seen
people buying this
do
fish.
sushi with salmon and tuna, but I haven't seen
Right.
any like fish dish.
Mhm.
This will be fun.
Yeah, a lot of people when I buy any fishes, all the store cashier was always asking, "How do you want to cook this one?" I always get some asking people like, "What? How do you want to cook this fish?" Then we'll talk and I give some recipe like, "Okay, you can do this and that." But you know, swordfish is some of the people like, "How do I cook this one?" I mean, this is the fish, kind of white fish, so you can cook as treat like a chicken. And same way you can cook the chicken, you can cook anything. Just like this one, you don't want to overcook. So that's the only thing about the fish. But other than that, you can just do however you want to do. But since I like to marinate on this like a dashi flavors here, I'm going to take each one and then just, because we don't need the skin, so I'm going to cutting off the skin and then we're gonna cut the little smaller pieces. That's easy to eat. See, just like brand new like that.
Oh, beautiful piece of fish.
So let's see this one. I will cut like this way. And like
I
this.
appreciate you, Fran.
Maybe you're seeing. Looks like a big sashimi, isn't it? But don't eat this one as a roll. Please don't eat.
That
You
one's
cannot
not
eat
rolling.
like you cannot eat like, oh, this looks like a sushi and you can put on like sushi rice or something. You cannot eat that. Yeah. I just want to let you know. This is not the fresh quality as eating as a roll. So it's gotta be when you eat the fresh like a sashimi or sushi, it's gotta be super fresh. Just almost they're gonna cut and come with a frozen one, or you just caught the fish today and you're gonna eat the same day.
Right. Just a different level of quality with the raw fish.
Yes, for sure.
But you don't even like raw fish, do you?
Actually, if it's a super fresh, I like it. But this is like, I can eat like this, right? Some people like try to put it in the mouth. I said no. So you need to be just careful. So I'm just gonna cut just like a chicken, just like that. So I'm gonna put it back. So like the whole thing would be marinated nicely. So like that. And sometimes like when you eat the fish and compared to the chicken, I think the fish is more like light kind of flavors than chicken. So actually I do love to, actually as much as I can eat the fish, I would prefer fish than chicken. So put it this whole thing, so marinated the whole thing. So here, and let's take the skin off.
You know, sometimes I wonder how many people think they don't like seafood, but the only times they've had it, it's been overcooked.
Yeah, it's been overcooked, or I think I believe they went somewhere to try the fish is not a fresh. So
Right.
it's like it shouldn't, the fish like dishes, you shouldn't never smell like a fishy kind of smell once you cook it. So, but maybe some people experience that and they don't like it because you just ate
Right,
the
they think all fish is like that.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's cut this one.
If y'all are just stepping in here, she's marinating some swordfish right now. She is doing a take on Oyako Donburi, which is a chicken and egg dish, but she doesn't have chicken. She's using fish instead.
Yes. So it's kind of a oyako. It's adapted.
Kind of.
Kind
A variation.
of. Where the fish and egg would meet.
Yeah.
That's the quiz. Where the fish and egg would meet. Not in the ocean for sure. Not in the ocean. unless like one day chicken was walking to the ocean, and somehow ocean was so beautiful, and then chicken dipped into the face into the ocean, and then chicken got drowned in the ocean.
Like, where would they interact?
That is the only time they'll meet the egg and like, yeah, chicken and a fish. Okay, so this is nice marinade. This smells actually really good. Actually, I'm gonna add into ginger here now. I was just gonna add in later, but I think it's nice, so I'm gonna add in the ginger now. Okay, all the skin is done, and this is done. So let's go back this one.
And y'all, thank you so much for being here and tapping the screens and sharing the live. That really helps us out. She's marinating the swordfish. There's a mix of, there's sake, there's dashi, there is some monk fruit sugar, soy, and water. And now she's adding some ginger and some other things to flavor up the fish. Just for a quick little marinade. She's getting her prep work done, and then soon enough we'll be switching over to bring it all together. So thank you so much for hanging out. Tap the screens. And commenting also helps us out as well. Please let us know where you're at, where you're watching from.
Okay, so now I'm adding to how much ginger. It's quite a lot of ginger. Is nice too. So I think I'm gonna use about this much.
Is ginger one of those things you always buy at the store? You always have on hand?
Yes, I gotta have the ginger. So many ginger. I use a lot of ginger dishes. Sometimes, like, even if it's not like a normal recipe, I just want to adding a ginger too. It's a very nice touch.
Hey, Miami. We got someone from Miami. We got California in here. Hello, hello.
Welcome.
I'm in Nashville. Hello.
Actually, like here in California, like last Sunday, we had like 78 or something hot day. And on Monday, suddenly we went down to like 55. So we are so cold. And then I feel like I'm already just got the sweaters and everything going on. But then today's a Friday. I'm just back in a t-shirt. So which is
I call that a fake winter.
Yeah, I like that. So okay, this ginger is gonna
Trinidad and Tobago. Hello.
Yeah. You're gonna cut the slice like this, and then you can eat it when you're cooking. So you're gonna slice like super thin after you cut that. So let's cut a super thin.
Hello from Louisiana. Hello.
Okay. If you don't like the ginger, all you need to do is like cut the big pieces and just cook it, marinate, and then take everything out. So you don't want to eat the ginger. So that you can do too, in case you don't like the ginger. My little cat, he was on the cat's last slide. Yeah. Crazy. I didn't know, but I guess he was playing like he just went to
so cute.
Avocado basket, and he go crazy. He dropped all the avocado for me, and then he was doing catchable the avocado behind the scene, which I didn't know. Now actually he's at this side and he's going something crazy too. So
so now it's your turn to watch.
Yes, it's crazy. Okay, so this thing. So we just go all over. We're just gonna cut everything here. Okay.
Hey Rick, how are you?
Okay, and put the whole things mix. One more last thing. Okay, put this. Okay, and then one more time, you just like, you can use a spoon, I guess. So I don't need to wash my hand. Okay, kind of mix, marinate the whole thing. If you don't see this, yeah. Mixing, marinate the whole thing, adding a ginger. So let me see, I put a soy sauce, I put the sake, I put the dashi, I put little sugar here. I put I said a soy sauce and a water, a little bit of water. So I think this is good. Smells actually really, really good. So I think this is gonna be awesome. So just kind of like that whole thing, and just like marinate, just like leave it right here. So let's wait here, and then let's start off cutting more veggies to put in there. Let me go here.
If y'all are new to Food Talk TV, we do live cooking shows on the daily. Monday through Friday, we have multiple shows a day. Saturday, we have the tailgate. Hey, that's my show tomorrow at 4 p.m. And then we also have Sunday Night Live at 6 p.m. Central. So be sure to check out the website. That's where we post the recipes that we cook on our live shows. And then you can also check out the schedule to see when your favorite creator's coming up. Like tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central. Or today at 1 p.m. Central with Mayumi.
Okay, so this onion, so the Napa cabbage is, I like to put cabbage, but I think if you don't want to put some Napa cabbage, you can kind of skip that too. Like simply you can do a little bit of onion and chicken. That's an option too, but I always like to nice adding some little veggies, so I'm going to take the little inside off here. So this one, how you're gonna cut it, basically you're gonna, yeah, you can just slicing the whole thing. It's like a big one. You don't need to cut a small one. So I would go big one.
So Rick Mayumi is working on a take on Oyako Donburi, which is a chicken and egg dish, but she has fish. So she is switching out for fish today. So it is that, but it isn't that. A fish and egg dish with Japanese flavors is what's going on.
Yes, yes. So you can do with a chicken. But if you love a fish, you can change to the fish as well.
I love the idea of just being able to swap it out just based on what you have.
Yes, absolutely.
Why go to the store for chicken when you have perfectly good fish?
I know.
Y'all, thank you so much for tapping the screens. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us today.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this onion is done. So I'm gonna mix it kind of like a Napa cabbage area right there. So we're gonna cook all together, put everything here. I've already cut the ginger, so I don't need to do. So just cutting the whole thing. So the last piece is actually just a little bit on the top. You can have it or you don't need to have it. I'm just thinking, should I adding one more? No, I think this is good. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so then on the top you can adding if you want to, Italian. I say a little bit. So I'm gonna get some. Oops, hold on.
Come on, let's get her to 3K taps, please. Thank you.
This Italian parsley I had to use up, so I'm gonna use it for this dish.
What is that?
The Italian parsley. Italian
Oh,
parsley.
okay.
Yes. So that's gonna be just like no cooking, but just put on top of it once you've done it. So I'm gonna put this one into the separate container. Okay, so put this whole things in it. So you can see a nice green on the end. So just like cutting this. This is gonna be at the end. So let's put it in here. And one more thing we need. Okay, so Oyako Donburi is supposed to be the chicken and the egg, right? That's called a parenting, like a whole family. That's called Oyako. So we're just gonna crack the egg now. So everything.
I love that that's the name of it. So the Oyaku means parent and child, right?
Yeah. Oya is the parents and ko is the kids. So
okay.
Oyako and Donburi means like we're gonna use at the end. This is called there's so many type of the dishes like flat dishes, and this is called the Donburi, like a very deep one. That's called the Donburi. So normally served like in there. So that's why I call the Oyako Donburi. Yes.
Oh man, I misspelled my own. I was trying to type it out in the comments to help everyone out, and then I spelled it wrong. That's not helpful.
I bet maybe some of you ate at some I don't know, some restaurant maybe. I don't know, it's very authentic dishes, so some restaurants may not have it. Let's see, then 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know, and this might be something that is commonly served in Japanese restaurants, but a lot of times when Americans go to Japanese restaurants, it's either sushi or hibachi.
Right, yes, exactly.
There's not a whole lot of, you know, looking into some of these dishes. So this is really cool to learn.
Yeah, and it's super easy to cook it at home. You just have a rice and egg, and then protein, you can pick whatever the protein, but you know, chicken, a lot of people have the chicken there. And then some little onion and napa cabbage and the ginger. Then you're ready to cook all the stuff. So, and then this one, let's mix. Let's just mix on this one.
Mix.
So, oh, I see my troublemaker is coming.
Your troublemaker.
Troublemaker is right there. Sorry. So, I don't know. He just jumped now. I separated everything. I just even put my chair far away. You're amazing. How you come here? Oh my goodness. I gotta wash my hand. Hold on a second. So. Okay.
Y'all, thank you so much for being here and tapping the screens.
And this will be the final ending. You don't need to, actually this one, you don't need to mix everything so perfectly because it's kind of nice to have a yellow and a little white part too. So just like kind of roughly put it, and you don't need to add any, you could add in a little bit of dashi here. But I think I'm going to decide once I taste the soup, then I'll decide if I want to have more. Let's put everything here for now.
I never thought to flavor my eggs with dashi.
Yeah.
I bet you would never guess, though, what I do like to mix in with my eggs before I scramble them.
Yeah. Okay, so did I? Oh,
thanks for watching, guys.
And this veggies. So veggie here too. And then let's see, I'm gonna bring all of you here. And let me grab some little oil. Okay. Okay, so I think we are.
So we're done with the prep side, moving over to the cook side. All right. Y'all, thank you so much for joining us today. I love being in the box with Mayumi over here. She's cooking while I'm just reading the comments and talking. So if you have any questions, any comments, concerns, please let us know in this comment box here, because I am here to make sure your voice is heard.
Yes. Any questions, anything, any comments?
I'm more here for the comments rather than my professional expertise.
Oh, she is a professional though.
Professional what? Who knows? Oh, okay. I love that pan or that wok.
Yeah, this is actually, I don't know, what do you call this pan? Like it's a Chinese, almost like Chinese kind of like
it's a wok.
Yeah. So this one is like the reason Chinese people use this one because this format is like easy to get all the fire, like all the heat go around it, and you can cook one time the big chunk, and then that's why like super fast. So that's how the Chinese people using a lot of cooking like this one. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of oil.
So she's working on a take of Oyako Donburi, which is a chicken and egg dish. She doesn't have chicken, she's using fish. So it's a fish and egg dish with Japanese flavors. Sorry, I keep answering the question to people asking what you're making.
Yes, I know. It's like it could be any different direction with this. Okay, so
we call it hydrate.
This is super hot, and then this fish will be really the last one to mix because this is really doesn't need to take that much to cooking, and we don't want to cook a longer time. So I'm gonna do with the veggie first, and then this will be the end one. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Let's wait a little bit, and then the rice. You need the rice too because we're gonna put on donburi, like Japanese deep dishes. We're gonna put the rice, and we're gonna put on top of this one. So awesome. Okay, let's start with let's see. I'm gonna cook with. Okay, we're gonna use this. Let's wait a little bit more here. Okay. So they're going here. I wonder how's everybody's weather there. Like, are you guys cold? Are you guys? Some people told me like yesterday I was on my live, and some people in Canada say, "Oh, we have a snow in Vancouver."
Oh,
On our,
wow. I'm not ready for snow.
I know. I like to have a snow. Like let's say I have a snow today, then tomorrow I like to have like 85 degrees weather. It's kind of like go back and forth or something.
Right.
That'll be cool. Yes. Okay. So
Right, because by the end of summer, I'm ready for cool weather, but I'm over it after 2 weeks.
yeah. Okay. So we're gonna put some onion first. Let's put the whole onion. And I think just in case if this flavor is not enough, actually like a liquid is not enough for the soup, it doesn't look like enough one. So I think I'm gonna get ready for extra additional one, which is just have a soy sauce, just keeping a soy sauce and sugar. And then a little bit more dashi here. Or like where's my dashi powder? Yeah, the dashi powder here. And then I think I'm gonna get ready for maybe a little bit more water. Okay, so for this onion, since we have a lot of flavors here, basically you don't need to add no seasoning here. So simply you just keep it cooking. You just want to cook it down to a little bit light brown. So we're gonna adding on right here.
So what all was in your fish marinade again?
So fish marinade is actually, I put a lot of ginger. You can see a lot of ginger here. The water base, and we had a dashi here, and we put some sugar. I use a monkfish, not a monkfish, like a monk. Sorry, monkfish. Yeah, I just monkfish. Have you ever had a monkfish?
I haven't had monkfish. No, I imagine it's a much different flavor than monk sugar.
So, monkfish is very special one. Like, like that's like all the way to the bottom hit fish, right? Like all the way to the bottom. Is that a monkfish?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know much about the
bottom
monkfish.
of the ocean, and it has some kind of interesting things. I think that is a monkfish. I think. Sorry, if I maybe some people are like super expert at fish. Maybe can describe what the monkfish looks like.
I just pulled up something that says that they describe monkfish as the poor man's lobster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the poor man's lobster.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting.
Yeah, but I'm not using a monkfish. I'm using
the sugar. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just talking about the fish, and then just I saw that my sugar is like a monkfish sugar, so just like put it together.
Oh wow, this is a good deep read, y'all, on the monkfish. It's a fascinating fish, and I've only read a few sentences of it. But it is the deep underwater, on the ground.
I believe the monkfish is called a fugu in Japanese.
Oh.
If that's a monkfish, we need to have is that the one that monkfish has poison? Is that the one that has poison? Like a super like a strong poison. If you eat it, and if you eat that poison, you're just gonna be gone. So that kind of strong poison. Was that
I don't know, because I do know there are some fish where it is bad for you to eat it unless they prepare it a certain way.
Yes,
but when I pull up monkfish, there's a lot of recipes about it. Does anybody watching have any sort of experience with monkfish? There's no monkfish in this meal, just monk sugar.
Yeah, so is that because that's the one we need to have a Japanese chef has a special license, and not all the people have a very special people has to learn how to taking care of the fish, so they can get rid of those a poison part, and then we eat as a sashimi, and we eat as a fried fish kind of things. We even
Rick says that's the puffer fish where it's the license.
Which one?
The puffer fish.
Puffer fish.
Puffer, like.
Oh yeah, that one. Sorry. I mixed up with the monkfish and that one. Yeah.
Oh, very weird fish.
Where did I hear about monkfish?
Welcome to Food Talk TV, where we cook live for you daily, and on this show, talk about random fish.
Yeah, it's great because in Japan there's so many different fish, and a lot of different countries has a different type of the fish, like a smaller fish, where the U.S. people never seen that type of fish, but we eat that kind of fish. So it's interesting. So yeah. But in the United States, what I see is majority fish is like a salmon. I guess everybody knows salmon. And then I guess swordfish is sort of popular, I guess, some of the area. Swordfish. And then tuna. Everybody know tuna.
Yeah, that one's a...
That's kind of like the three popular one. And what else? I think that's, salmon, kind of trout.
Then you have whitefish that everyone... or whitefish that's very well known to being mislabeled because there's a lot of flaky white fish, so they can just slap whatever name on it. Like, hey, here's cod.
I'm just like, this is for not a quiz, but question to all the people who's on the live here. What is your favorite fish? That's our question. Like, let's see what the people gonna say. I'm kind of curious. This is actually depends on which country people are asking. It's completely different answer will come. But I just want to see whoever is on the live here, just type it in like what your favorite fish is.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one.
Not the fish you have on the, in your aquarium. Not like that kind of fish, like you're watching. Right. The things you're eating, not like a golden fish or not like that. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so now
in my area, catfish is really popular, but I don't know if I've had catfish.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the name catfish, personally. Because combined with the cat and fish, I don't know. Just in my imagination, I don't like.
Do you ever watch hockey?
No,
the sport
I don't
hockey?
think so.
Do you ever watch that at all?
No.
For our hockey team in my city, there's something the fans like to do where they will sneak in catfish and throw it on the ice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. People like their catfish here in Nashville.
Oh.
Random crappie. Salmon. Interesting. But salmon is a good one to fall back on.
Yeah. Salmon is like everybody's kind of like everybody can eat it. Salmon, I guess.
What's your favorite?
My favorite one is absolutely like fresh sashimi, like any kind of fresh one, like a tuna, fresh one. So you can eat as a raw, like a sushi style.
Yeah.
That'll be my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're cooking
bass, mackerel. I love the people naming the fish over here.
Yeah, so let's see, like everybody type it in what your favorite fish is. And
to eat, not to have as a pet.
no, not my my cute golden fish, or not like that. No, not like a Nemo type of the fish.
Right.
Okay, so we're cooking down these veggies. Like see, like there's so much veggies here, but when you're cooking down, it's kind of shrinking. It get like a smaller portion. So
yes.
And once we're cooking down a little bit more, then we're gonna add into this fish in here.
Tuna is one of my favorites, absolutely. And then we got to mention for salted cod.
Mmm. So what else?
I do like cod.
Okay, I guess getting there, but I think I want to wait a little bit. So when the good timing to put in this fish is actually when the veggies like are ready to eat that kind of a cooking enough, then it's time to kind of ending up to this fish.
Then we'll add the fish into it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I think it's time. So let's adding. Anybody more? Type it in. What's your favorite fishes? Everybody type in. What's your?
So there's salmon, brim and crappie,
Oh, I
mackerel,
forgot about
bass,
the cod,
tuna,
yeah.
salted cod.
Mm-hmm. Tuna.
I actually really like anchovies too.
You like anchovy?
I love anchovies, yeah.
You love anchovy? What do you like about anchovy?
That's an interesting one. And then halibut. I like halibut too.
Yeah, halibut is a good one, yes. Everybody type it in. Shark? Who put a shark? You said the shark?
Bernadette did.
Oh,
Shark.
okay. Actually, shark, when I used to live in Hawaii, we eat the shark all the time. They're selling at
Really?
the supermarket. Yeah, and that's actually one of the, it's better than the halibut. It's more like a white fish, but it's like it's better than the halibut. So
Really?
yeah, the fish.
I'm Southern. Any fish that's fried.
Any is a fried one.
That is the Southern
You don't
way,
even
right?
know what kind of fish is anything get fried.
So shark is like white fish. Is it like tough or anything?
Yeah,
or-
it's a white fish. Yeah, it's a white fish.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I know that was actually, they said a big, like, I think they stopped doing that, but in Japanese, like, fishermen used to caught like a big whale. So I even had a chance to have a whale, fried whale, which is like
Oh, wow.
whale. Yeah, whale is actually the red meat. Yeah,
Interesting.
and tastes almost like kind of like a tuna kind of taste. Yeah, which is actually, you know, some of you said anything fried it's good. Was fried a whale.
Right.
Okay, so now we're gonna make.
Yeah, Regina says shark and alligator taste similar.
Really?
Yeah, and I've had alligator
I
before.
didn't know that. Are you allowed to eat the alligator?
We can, yes. Gator
Yeah.
is somewhat common. There's actually a restaurant right down the road from me that sells gator because they're known for a bunch of gamey meats. And so they
really?
sell gator, but it tastes like chewy chicken in my opinion.
That tastes like a chicken, so white meat.
Yeah, but it's like chewy.
Oh, the
The
chewy.
texture is chewy. Yeah.
I don't know if I like a chewy chicken.
Yeah. So, I mean, the flavor's great, but
Who loves the alligator? Does anybody say they love
yeah,
the alligator?
let us know the weird stuff y'all have tried. This is fun. And if you're trying to figure out what she's making, she's doing a Japanese fish and egg dish.
You know, some country, you know, like French people. I don't know, French people, or I don't know, maybe the American people too. I don't know. Definitely not the Japanese people for sure. But French cooking, I would say, instead of French people, French cooking has rabbit, which is, I'm so against that rabbit. I used to
Really?
eat rabbit in my pet. I get my rabbit, and I just like, anytime I go to some nice French restaurant, always has like rabbit. I said, oh no, definitely no.
Right.
100% no.
I have never tried it, but it is weirdly popular in the South, like at like fancier restaurants.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the French also like, I've never tried it, but the escargot, the snails.
Actually, the escargot is like, you know, when you visualize escargot, it's kind of weird. You know, why you eat those things, right? I mean, anything you think about it. If you really think about what you're gonna eat, other than like beans or like leaves and stuff like that, is to me it's super weird. So I'm not trying to think about the origin kind of things, but yeah. But which one is it?
And that
Tyler?
moments are separated with either thinking it's good
Yeah.
or just never being able to try rabbit.
Yeah, I ate the, I had the what is it called? The Tyler, you said the, not the alligator, but the escargot.
Escargot.
I think escargot, I tasted, and the reason I feel like I love the taste was just the flavors. They put it a nice flavors around the escargot, but I don't know if I feel like escargot. Do I want to continue to eat every single day escargot? No. So-
Right.
I-
Yeah. If you have pet rabbits, you're probably not going to want to enjoy rabbit.
No, definitely no. I just,
But even without that, I don't know.
but, you know, like sometimes, like in a survival situation, people have to eat anything, right?
Right.
But escargot, I don't know. I don't think like I'll be like if I have to survive, I would definitely just gonna eat 100% vegetarian for sure. You know, some people can eat a bug or something. To me it's like no, no,
I
no
really need to
bug.
work on my foraging skills before I get in one of those situations. I need to work on my berry picking skills.
Yes, but it's interesting things that people eat if you think about that. You know,
Right.
so alligator. I yeah, I don't know. I don't
Right.
know
And
alligator.
who was the first person to be like, that dangerous thing is probably delicious?
I know. I think that my guess is somebody who's in a survival mode and they taste alligator and then like, oh, this is gonna be good. Or like, I don't know, somebody who's a business person, like anybody, anything could turn into the money kind of personality. So, okay, alligator, nobody eat alligator. So they taste alligator and taste okay. And then they just bring it into the marketplace. So
Yeah, like someone's gonna buy it.
somebody will buy it. I think I heard also what do you call that? Like a humongous, uh, uh, not a mosquito, but I think the spider, the the humongous one, like somewhere in the completely different country. Tarantula, something
Oh,
like
tarantula.
tarantula. Yeah. So you
Okay.
know, people eat that too at the restaurant.
That's so weird.
I know.
I bet there's a lot of protein in that. Oh, she will be right back. I'm wondering what. Okay.
I would never eat that one. So, but now, like, I'm not cooking alligator here. So,
Right. No, no, no. This is
maybe
just
someday,
regular fish here, guys. We're
someday,
not cooking anything interesting.
if some of you send me alligator, I'm not cooking with this alligator. It looks like alligator in here. But anyway, alligator and
Not
escargot
gonna happen.
all mixed together. Anyway, so no, today's my swordfish, not a other stuff. But everybody type in
Swordfish.
what is the most weird item you ever ate? So
Oh.
be interesting thing. But this now
I
smells
don't
amazing.
know. I grew up a very picky kid, so I feel like a lot of the things I eat nowadays are about as I don't know. What's the weirdest? I mean, you told us you tried whale before. I don't know how you can beat
Yeah, I
that.
didn't think about whale is a weird one, but the most weird things I ever ate is I would say escargot. I think that
You
blew your
think
mind.
that escargot is?
Yes, yes. And if you think about like a foie gras too, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, foie gras is a very weird concept to me.
Actually, like I love that taste, but I think if you think about what this one is, you cannot eat that. Yeah. So I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
stop thinking about it.
It's not a feel good thing to eat.
Yeah. I guess some people like the alligator turtle meat. Some people eat that. How do you eat the turtle meat? Oh my goodness.
Interesting.
How and where? How and where?
I love these conversations because, like, with the whole, in the U.S. we eat a lot of beef, but then, in other countries they consider the cow very holy. Like, why are you eating that? So it's very interesting how what's acceptable to eat as an animal varies.
Yes. Actually, like people eat the buffalo meat, right here. Buffalo,
Yeah.
the cow and buffalo. To
Yeah.
me, I don't know. I still cannot go over the buffalo things. I'm so used to the cow things. I never picking up the buffalo meat ever. So
You haven't
that
tried.
taste
To me,
good.
it's
My
like
question
a
is,
lot leaner.
is that
Like the
taste good?
buffalo just seems to be a bit leaner in my opinion, like closer to venison almost. It's been a while
Oh,
since I've had it. So it started in the Egyptian days with crocodiles. Okay. Interesting.
yeah. Everybody eating the interesting things. So-
Yeah.
Okay, so this smells are so amazing. Now all the flavors here and a lot of ginger and dashi. I use the swordfish here. Again, you kind of watch to not cooking too long, too much. So now I'm gonna taste a little bit here and just a flavor. Oh, that's so good. Actually, it's perfect. I don't need to adding any more anything. I had a sake, soy sauce, dashi, sugar, and what else?
Malt fruit, sugar, or
Monk
you already said
sugar.
that
Yes,
one.
yes. This is just a perfect. So I think it's a good idea to marinate. Then cook it here. So now we're just gonna heating up all the way to high. So let's do, this is all the way high. Okay. And that'd be nice if I want to cook like alligator dishes. You know, I don't think anybody did in a food talk.
I don't know. There have been some weird things cooked on Food Talk before, but I don't know if you've ever heard this term, but Rocky Mountain oysters. Have you heard of that?
Rocky Mountain.
I don't think I can explain it to you on this live. I'll have to explain it to you later.
Okay.
But the audience might know what I'm talking about with this. That has been done on a Food Talk TV show before.
So once this one's complete, like a boiling, like a super high heat, yes, super high heat, then we're just gonna put some egg. And actually this one, you can put a like, let me taste this one.
Hello, how are you, Maxie? An iguana meat? I don't believe you. Someone said iguana meat for the weird meat.
Iguana meat?
Iguana, yeah.
Where you eat the iguana, like you catch an iguana in some, you go to some, where are you gonna go to? Where are you gonna go to? Yeah? Okay, so I'm gonna adding a little bit of here. Already the green here. Italian parsley here. Some people don't like the flavor, then you don't need to add that. So once we're getting a super boiling here, right now it's super boiling, then you're ready to put this egg, you're already mixing. You're gonna put it all over. Okay, put it all over.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all over this, like this. And then, let's close a little bit here.
I see it, Rick.
Let's close a little bit here. And in the meantime, I'm gonna grab to get some the rice on that. This is called a donburi. So like a deep dish is called a donburi. So we call the Oyako donburi. So anything, something donburi, meaning just like simply they just have the rice on the bottom, using a deep dishes for the Japanese dishes. Then we're gonna serve that. So let's put some little.
I always learn something from her shows pretty much every time. Thank you for the heart meat. And I pretty much learn something from her every time we're on. And I have those bowls, like the tall bowls. And so knowing that like rice on the bottom with the stuff on top, calling it a donburi, I'm going to look super cool now. I'm so glad you taught me that term. Donburi?
Donburi, yes.
Donburi. I'm working on it, guys. Hey, Jessica, how are you?
Okay, now we can get a little closer here. Closer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is Oyako Donburi that we're working on, which is originally a chicken and egg Japanese dish, but she didn't have chicken, so we're doing with swordfish. And if you just walked in, we've also been talking about all sorts of weird animals that may be popular in other cultures, but things that were a little bit of a shocker to us. So if you want to tell us some of the weird things y'all have tried before. And Rick brought up tripe. That's an interesting one. Because it is popular in America. Have you had tripe?
Tiger. Did you say tiger? No, I'm not.
Oh, no, tripe.
Oh, tripe, yes. From the distance. Okay, you ready? So once you put it here and just kind of put the lid on, now look at this. Oh.
Oh, wow. So yeah, that egg was not in there long at all.
The whole thing. And then you can do with a small one, like instead of this big one, you can have a one person serving one. So you can beautifully done like this. Then you can whole thing just put in here. But since I made it with a bigger one, so I'm just gonna scrape for this one, the whole things. And like I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, and then simply you're gonna put on top over here. Nicely. And then have a little bit of soup too. So then if you still wanted to have adding a little bit more fresh one, you can do some fresh. So if you just put a little bit on top of something like that. Okay, so that is, and let's taste this one. So this is today's not a chicken, but it's a swordfish. You can use some, if you love alligator, you can with the alligator too, whichever you like. So we talk about many different kind of interesting fish today. Not a fish, but interesting food. So let's taste with this one with my spoon.
I love it. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us and tapping the screens. Be sure you get your heart me in there and leave some comments. Get up. I'm claiming all my rewards now while I can.
Okay, so let's with the little, all the good dashi flavors here. So you don't need to adding any more things, but let me taste this one.
What's up, Chef? How are you? Says Swordfish is bussin'.
It's a great flavor. A lot of good dashi here. Not like sometimes a lot of restaurant can overpower with a lot of soy sauce. The reason they use a lot of soy sauce is they didn't have enough dashi. So they had to kind of use up the soy sauce to make up a salty flavor. But if you have just like a good dashi, you don't need to add in too much soy sauce. So let me try with this is swordfish here.
That looks so good and so comforting.
So good. Swordfish is so soft. So this is the key. Don't overcook. So super moist and all the flavor of the dashi is in here. I put a little sake too, but all the veggies, everything. But I think I'm marinating with the sauce a little bit. I think that's the plus. Oh, so good. It's super good. Good combination. But always like to adjust some people who love the spicy one. So if some of you love the spicy, I would say adding one more something. I think that goes with, I don't know. This was not going with a mustard. I don't think so. But I would say, this one. I was adding to, it's called we use this kind of ingredients. It's called the shichimi, which is so many different kind of, you can see like on the back. So it's like a spicy. We normally use as a udon or something. We use a lot of dashi flavors. So I don't want to be too close, but it's a little bit of spicy. So you just kind of on top like this. So you look like a little bit of, you can see the red one.
Thanks for hanging out.
That's called the shichimi. Where's the English one? Yeah, it has like all the chili peppers. Assorted, basically English is assorted chili pepper is a shichimi. Shichimi is like a, shichi means like a 7 different flavor of the peppers. It's in here. So that's why, okay. Yeah. So then you're just adding that little bit too. Let me taste that part. Is that the whole thing? So let me taste it. If it's too spicy. Just like a tiny bit of kicks. And also, if you like the spicy one, this is nice too. To just have like one shichimi here and put something on a noodle, any kind of flavor. I guess you can use any kind of things. But this tastes amazing. Let me have one more bite. It's just so good. Let me have that with the, and doesn't have any fish smells, nothing. So that's the secret too. If you don't like to have that smell or whatever, normally fish shouldn't smell if it's a fresh. But if some case, okay, I have to do the puzzle quick. If you, so the goal is if you use a sake and those kind of fish flavor, it's gonna be gone. So that's the whole concept.
I've never thought to marinate my fish in sake before, but now I have to try it.
Yeah, sake and then ginger. Those are 2 things would get rid of all the fish smell. And then you can enjoy the nice one. So those are good 2 ones. Like if you don't want to adding the ginger, I would say definitely my sake here. So I just always buy, I don't buy normally the cooking sake because you can have a better quality one. So whatever the sake you can find it.
Yeah, and the cooking sake is typically very salty.
Oh, is it? I didn't
Yeah,
never tasted
yeah.
it. Ah, okay. So
Well,
yeah,
you'll add a lot of salt to the ones where you can get it at a grocery store, like without an ID, because they
mm,
put so much salt in there that people aren't
right.
drinking it.
Yeah, so this is actually, I always try to
Wow.
buy the regular drinking sake.
Yeah.
So that way it has more good quality one, and you can use that one. And this can be a replacement in case you don't have a white wine or something, you need to use the white wine for your cooking. You can use this one to replacement too. So, but this is definitely goes with fish to get rid of all the smells, whatever. Yes. So awesome.
I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to
Yes.
try the sake and fish. You
Sake and
sold me.
fish. You can have a sake and fish, and if you would like to drink, you can put on the side and drink the sake.
Yeah.
Or like making a hot sake and just eating fish. So that kind of two together if you don't want to cook it. So anyway, so this is called the Oyako Donburi. So you can see the whole things here. It's on the top is a whole egg here. I didn't put any flavor on the egg, but I think the just all the flavor is actually amazing. So that is called the Oyako Donburi. I use the swordfish today, but you can definitely try with the chicken. But I think the swordfish, I like it because it's very more like much softer than the chicken. So when I cook here today, so that's about it today. So everybody just please follow the FoodTokTV before we close this one. We have so many different kind of show coming up, and we have a YouTube account as well. This is the longest running food show under the TikTok channel. So super awesome. So we have anything Halloween themes coming up sometime this month?
I'm sure we'll be whipping out a ton of Halloween and fall recipes for the rest of October for sure.
Awesome.
I know a bunch of us have already started, or some of us have started on Halloween. I haven't. But we should be doing Halloween soon.
Something
So
Halloween.
yes, follow Food Talk TV for Halloween and fish.
And give us some idea as well too. So thank you
Yes.
so much. Thanks so much, Tyler, to hosting together here. And I do appreciate, and thank you so much for joining here. Have an amazing Friday and have an amazing weekend. Stay healthy, and I will see you next week again. So have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.